Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. HVK all day. Let's get it, man. All right, fellas. The topic of today's video is going to be things that I do not like about the SR community. Okay, this is something that I have kind of noticed over time. Making content myself, and yeah, just gathering up information along the way. This is something that I noticed, and I realized that not everybody that talks about SR, not everybody that follows me or watches SR content is beneficial to you, right? Not everybody that talks about SR or watches SR videos is essentially your friend. All right, so I came up with a list of things that I do not like about the SR community. So let's get into it. The first one that I wrote down is people who treat SR like a competition, ego streak. All right. Yeah, man, this is something that I noticed that like people use SR as almost like a competition. It's kind of like a little game or something. They treat it like a competition of counting days and yeah, just like it could be very toxic. And SR isn't a competition. We're not against each other, man. This is a personal journey between you and God, right? This is a journey of self-development, self-discipline, all these things, man. But people twist it around, you know? Yeah, but as I was saying, man, I had to change locations real quick. But yeah, people just get so caught up in, you know, like the streaks and comparing numbers and all this weird shit, man. When in fact it's a personal journey between you, is between you and God, man. Essentially, right? It's about becoming a better version of yourself. It's about breaking bad addictions and all that stuff, man. But people just seem to get too lost in the sauce of the SR community, right? And just comparing numbers and just yeah, man. And that's not good because you're focusing your attention on the wrong things. You're supposed to be focusing on your own journey and not get so, wrapped up into like other people's streaks and all this stuff, man, because it can become very toxic and people will turn it into like some kind of competition and then say that you're like been retaining for a week and then somebody's over here been retaining for like a year. You're going to start comparing yourself to this person, and yeah, man, it's just very important to stay in your lane and not get so wrapped up into turn it into like a ego thing, right? And the reason why I put like a ego thing is because that's how some people operate, right? They be on retention, but they get like a big ego out of it. They kind of use their streak as like something to brag about, and kind of in a negative way. There's this one person particularly that comes to mind where he's always bragging about his streak. And I remember one time he commented on my video saying that, like, he commented his streak like he always does. And he was like, "Oh, I have more experience in this than you," and all this bullshit. And I just blocked his ass because I was like, what the heck? Like, who is this guy? You know, I'm not over here trying to use SR like a competition or, yeah, man, it's just very weird. It's childish. Okay. The second thing that I want to talk about is people who shame others when they relapse. All right. So, yeah, I've seen it before, guys, where people, somebody, a content creator, will put like a relapse video, and then all of a sudden people will be all offended in the comments, right? They'll be like, oh, like, how could you, or you let me down, or they just start talking shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's very weird. It's like these people were watching you this whole time, right? Just supporting your videos, but as soon as you relapse, they turn into agents, man, right? And they get like offended over somebody else's streak. That's very beta to me. When people shame others, right? They're just, like I said, it's a personal journey. Somebody's streak, somebody's relapse has nothing to do with you. So you shouldn't be out here like focusing your energy on that and yeah, being all offended by it, man, because it's very cringe. And if a person puts a relapse video, for one thing, they have nothing to really prove to you. You know, if somebody puts a relapse video, that's, like I said, that's their choice. Okay, they wanted to be vulnerable, and they kind of wanted to share their experience. So that's one thing right there. But to be shaming another brother instead of encouraging him to be like, oh yeah, you know, it happens, it's a part of the journey. That's what you should be doing, encouraging other people to, you know, get back on their streak and just do the right thing instead of bashing them or laughing or all this weird toxic energy, bro. Like I said, these people that be the same people that be watching the SR content daily, they'll be turning into agents as soon as they see a relapse video, and they treat it like a cult or some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like somebody relapsing is not nobody's business but theirs. But like I said, if they wanted to choose to share that, that's their choice. But yeah, they have nothing to explain to you really. That's why I say it's a personal journey. Okay. Um, the third one that I wrote down is the nut police. Okay, those people that be like, "What day are you on?" Right? You know, I mean, it's normal. I get it. It's out of curiosity, but like I said, it's a personal journey. So you shouldn't really be focusing on too much on people's streaks other than your own, right? But yeah, like there's people out there that just be on some weird shit, man. When it comes to this SR stuff, this SR community, I had this person comment on my videos and multiple other channels videos talking about, oh, what day are you on? I'm keeping track of all SR content. So there's literally some guy out there just keeping track of everybody's streak to turn, I don't know, bro, like you know what I'm saying? That shit is weird. That's so weird. Just trying to keep tabs on people and just seeing like, oh yeah, I'm keeping track of all these channels uh, and how long they've been retaining. Like, man, you gotta focus on yourself in other areas of your life, man. Not worried about another man's streak. It's very insane. If you want to see that video, I think I shared it. It's actually a short. It's like the semen retention nut police, and yeah, it was just the guy just asking a bunch of channels what day they were on, and it's just very cringe to me when people do that. All right, because it's a lifestyle, you know. SR isn't about the days. Like I said, it's a personal journey about self-development and all this stuff. So it doesn't matter if you've been retaining for a year or a month. What have you learned in that time frame? You know, what have you learned about yourself? What have you gained? What have you discovered? It's not about going as long as you can and then not growing spiritually, mentally, physically, all those things, man. You know, you could be retaining for 1,000 days, but if you were just not doing any of the external work or internal work, you know, you're just simply retaining and focusing on the streaks and turning it into a competition, bro, you're not gonna really see that much advancement, um, because you're focusing your energy on the wrong things compared to someone that's probably been retaining for like a month, but they've been using that streak to help them out instead of just turning it into a numbers thing, right? And the last thing that I wrote is people who try to keep tabs on you. All right. So this is kind of similar to the last thing that I went over of people asking like what day are you on and all this weird shit. Yeah, that people will try to keep tabs on you. Okay. And this is usually something that you notice if you make content yourself. Um, yeah, they would just kind of try to like investigate you, you know. Because an example I could give you guys is one time I literally didn't upload for like 3 days or something. And then somebody commented like, hey, you haven't uploaded it, or you haven't uploaded in this many days. Did you relapse? And I'm just thinking like, bro, like out of all the things you could have said, like, oh, I noticed you haven't been uploading, like, I hope everything's good, or, you know, something positive. They always go to something like negative or, yeah, whatever you may be going through in life, man. People think that YouTube, content creators, people that are on YouTube, they think that YouTube is like their whole life or something. And if they don't upload for a couple of days, then that means that they relapsed. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Like, yeah, it's very bizarre. You know, it's very bizarre That's how people think out here, bro. If you don't upload for a few days, in their mind, it means that you relapse or that you're up to no good. But like I said, you have a life outside of YouTube for people that make content themselves. You know what I'm talking about. But I just thought that was weird, or just people that are just trying to investigate you, right? People don't have boundaries nowadays. They try to figure you out. Oh, uh, where do you live? What do you this? What do you that? Just trying to investigate you. And yeah, man, a lot of people ask questions not because they care about you, but because they just want to be all up in your business, man. That's why I'm not really a big fan of social media anymore, because privacy is peace, man. There's a lot of peace in privacy. So those are a few of the things that I came up with when it comes to things I don't like about the SR community. And this is somebody that makes SR content, so I know what I'm talking about. So let me know what you guys think about this, man. Drop some comments. And with that being said, guys, hope you guys have a good day, and I'm out. Peace.